Frank 201.
First with that alarm on 55th place and David 204 back.
With the president's speech, what are you hoping to hear?
You know, I want him. This is an example to the country. There's so many things that are going to be said here.
Frank 201, David 204.
I'm sorry, we all suffered through the worst pandemic, the worst situation ever, and now you're
front motion and a lobby northwest motion. No, 1631.
No masks and stuff. It exposed a lot of things. It exposed Democrat-run cities like my home state of Minnesota. Horribly run, they was run bad before the pandemic. We had the worst black unemployment in the United States because we didn't follow what our great president set forth. And I think he's going to be, it's going to set so many examples and people with this is going to do is inspire people to remember before the pandemic where we were at in this country, which we've never been before. And it's going to show that great hope and faith again that we're going to come out of this and it's going to be safer and more secure and stronger than ever.
Absolutely. Well, as a fellow Minnesotan, thank you so much for all that you do and bringing just those American jobs here in America and keeping them here.
Thank you. I didn't have to tell you about Minnesota run.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Horrible.
Hopefully we'll turn Minnesota red.
We will. The president put me in charge of Minnesota, the Trump campaign. I gave him my word we're going to win that for the first time since 1972. You heard it here for me.
Yes, we're very excited. Thank you so much, sir.
Take care.
Let's do it over there. All right, guys, just going to make our way out of the press area and get to an area where we can actually hear ourselves a little bit more. Talk to us, David Harris. You feel quite fine?
Yeah, totally fine. We're very excited to welcome David Harris Jr. He works with the President Trump team on the campaign, Black Voices for Trump. Just a great patriot who has continually had a great message and is a great spokesperson for the Trump campaign and what Trump and conservatives believe in. He's definitely a star here. Lots of people are loving up on him, so we're just gonna grab him real fast for a couple of questions just about everything that's going on, and we're very, very excited. We talked to senior communications advisor for Black Voices for Trump, as well as we just talked to the CEO of My Pillow, Mike Lindell, who is a fellow Minnesotan.
Edward 325, disposition left on J over 10-8. Edward 25-10-4.
You responded to a seizure at 5462 North Johnstown Avenue, 5462 North Johnstown Avenue. Your patient is going to be a 46-year-old female having a seizure. Just responding to my patient number 19.
And then backing her out to the original call location.
Charlie 345-10-4.
Frank 115, close.
Frank 115.
Myself, 342, -85. Assignment. City of Oklahoma building. Close.
Tulsa clear 1636.
5005 South Darlington Avenue at the YMCA break.
Pilot 205, go ahead. Pilot 203, I'll head that way.
Hi, 205 and 203. See Gina, an employee. So there's a white female in her 40s, wearing an orange shirt. Caller thinks she's possibly on drugs, and she's sitting in the lobby break. Subject is not a member and is not giving her information to employees. 1637.
Americans, Hispanic, white people feel
Hi, 311, 10-6.
You shouldn't have to be guilty over the
Hi,
color of your
311.
skin.
Showing out on a parking violation at 1144 South Quincy Avenue.
Each and every single
I'll
one.
be out with Oklahoma, Charlie Mary Paul, 015.
10-4. Charlie Mary Paul 015 is negative on a 1997 Ford F-150 pickup.
Henry 312, you can show plus yesterday.
Henry 312, 10-4.
Delta 653, Tulsa. 611.
Delta 602, you're 10-2.
Pilot 344, 10-8.
Hi, 344, 10-4.
Carter back. I was 1077, 10900 East 71st Street, 10900 East 701 Street. Break.
Frank 306. 307.
Frank 307 and 306. Spotted my passerby is a red Hyundai versus an unknown vehicle, 1639. David 304, David 304 and your partners are 2 shots heard, 3219 South 79th East Avenue, 3219 South 79th East Avenue, break.
It's 341, 10-4.
Victor 59, is that the only call on the shots heard?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and see us, please.
10-4, David 304, shoot me.
10-4.
And can you guys actually go check out the suspicious 9140 East 31st Street at the thrift store? I see Scott Riley with security. Caller found a gun inside a cabinet inside the store. Not sure if the person is on the floor or left it. He's going to be pulling video at 1640.
They're sitting by the Murphy's USA just north of this location break. So they're waiting to assault her daughter, a 16-year-old female, after she gets off work. Caller is in a white Toyota Corolla 4-door. Said one of the suspects is known to carry a gun at 1640.
Awesome.
16, District 4, Survivor House Fire, 1800 North Louisville, Engine 7, John
First question to you
Yes.
is, what are you excited about today, and what are you hoping to hear from President Trump tonight?
Well, I'm excited that this is like the reopening of America launch right now. You know, Americans are ready to get back to work, or ready to get back to business as usual. What's very interesting to me is how many of the mainstream media, this liberal leftist media, has been touting this as a disaster waiting to happen. COVID is going to erupt. Yet they actually talk about the protests, the rioters that are getting together in thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands in some locations, and they say it's like a picnic, there's nothing wrong with it. The hypocrisy from the left is absurd. The hypocrisy of the left is being exposed, and so many Americans are tired of it. They're waking up to it, I think, more than ever before. So I'm thankful for this. This is like the reopening of America. This is the launch of America. I know that the president's going to deliver some amazing specifics on what we should be expecting. I think the jobs report number for May is a little glimmer of what is going to happen with this country. I really think the market's going to explode. I think that this is just it's a fresh start and a breath of fresh air after COVID, riots, still riots. But it's going to be it's going to be good.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned the riots, and a big leftist movement that's coming out of the riots is defunding the police, moving, funds around for the police. What is your reaction to that movement?
It's absolutely, it's evil. It's really just evil because it's so ignorant. If the police are to be defunded, minority communities are who's going to be hit the hardest. Black communities, Hispanic communities. Poor doesn't have a color. There's a lot of poor white communities as well. And if there's no police there, criminals will go crazy. They will know they can get away with whatever they want. It is purely evil. And to see so many Democrat politicians sticking up for these criminals that are rioting, looting, and creating chaos in our country it's insane to me. It's absolutely sickening. And it's mostly Democrats that are doing it. And I really hope America understands that and pays attention to that, because we need to vote them out.
Right, absolutely. You mentioned the lawlessness, and people are able to get away with a lot of things now. We're seeing statues being vandalized, monuments being torn down. What are your thoughts on that happening too in our country?
It is just, for one, it exposes that the movement was never about black lives. It had nothing whatsoever to do with black lives. This movement that has sucked in the emotions of a lot of Americans, a lot of black Americans, Hispanic, white people feeling like they've got white guilt. You shouldn't have to be guilty over the color of your skin. God made each and every single one of us, and he made us beautiful. If somebody has a problem with your skin color, they need to take it up with the creator of heaven and earth. God, literally, they need to take it up with him. Otherwise, they need to shut their mouths. And nobody should feel like they have to be guilty over anything. So the fact that this movement now, where they're defaming statues, they've desecrated Abraham Lincoln statue, George Washington statue, Christopher Columbus statue, Saint Sarah, I think it is, in San Francisco, that started the first 9 missions in California. He's holding a cross. They yanked it down. It's anti-Christ, it's anti-America, it's anti-everything that is our country, and it's a Marxist agenda, and every single one of them should be thrown in jail.
What's your reaction to cops kneeling in front of these protesters?
I think that if a cop is kneeling, they don't get it. They don't understand what's at stake, and they're sucked into this ideology as well, that, we've got to pander to black people because we need to make sure that we feel them. No, police should not be kneeling with these rioters. Police should not be, they would love to take all of you out, period. No police should be kneeling with any of the rioters whatsoever.
According to you, what's the key that's going to reunite this country during this time?
I honestly do not know if this level of chaos is going to stop, because the Democrat politicians, the mayors, the governors, they're allowing it to happen. They're going to push, and they're going to allow this chaos, I think, to continue until the president has to send in the National Guard to protect and serve the lives of the American people that are there. It's all about defending the lives of the American people, and that might be what it takes to get this chaos under control, and then the dust will settle. But I love this president's administration. I love his policies. I love his heart for our country. I love his love for our country. I feel him when he speaks, and I believe that when he speaks, all Americans hear him. We hear you, Mr. President. We love you. We're thankful for you. You're uniting all of us together. We all can unite around what you say and what you stand for our country. America first, the safety of our country, our border wall, we need it, and then prosperity will come. But we've got to get rid of these other politicians that just want the demise of our country.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, sir, for joining us. We really appreciate all that you're doing for the movement and working with President Trump and just trying to get this country back on track after just so much tragedy that we've seen. So we really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. And get my book, DavidHarrisJr.com, Why I Couldn't Stay Silent. It's actually flying off the shelves right now. I'd say don't get it at Amazon because Bezos doesn't need any more money. Get it at DavidHarrisJr.com. It unifies, it speaks truth, life, hope, and you'll love it.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Engine 3-1, a fire alarm at 7318 East Pine. 7318 East Pine Street, map pages 1372. Charlie 203.
Can we start against one time down to David Omas in Sallyport? Brought in a guy claiming to have some diabetic issues. Adult male.
10-4.
3542 pulse.
Next 3542.
Show myself 234, 440, and 959, 97 on my summit.
Pulse is clear. And 1648. 542. What's your 20?
Southeast audio.
Pulse is clear.
Jim.
2306 at Oklahoma Tech, Ida Victor, 904.
4. Main engine 3-1, you can cancel false alarm.
Engine 31, copy with cancel.
Engine 6 to squawk 2 seconds. Got on at 71st, and there's nothing north of 71st so far.
Stand by, let me check. Four. Correction, Edward 211, I'm sorry. 4. Robert 215.
Robert 5252. I'll be 10-8 and I'll be the shift commander for GID.
Robert 5210-4.
Medic 3, dispatch.
Medic 3.
Medic 3 is back in service.
There 325, 327, 97, break.
Go ahead.
I'll get you the other tag in a second. Sorry, it's backed in. It's backed up to the house.
10-4.
David 3 got 3 on
10-4.
Right, 211,
Pulse was clear, 1652.
No, not too close. No, not too close myself. I'm 352 or 297 on assignment.
919, which 20?
Building, and it's in the fire lane, blocking the fire hydrant, and there's a dog in a cage in the back of the truck. 1653.
All units, COS for 1065 vehicle taken from 2605 North Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Today's date at 14:45 hours. It's going to be a gray 2016 Cadillac CTS, bearing Oklahoma, Ida William Charlie 812. Authority Baker 323. It's 1653.
Adam 205, 10-8, 1060 ID.
Adam 205, 10-4.
All units, COS for another 1065 vehicle taken from 3931 West 57th Street. Today's date at 1400 hours. It's going to be a white 2009 Chevy Impala, bearing Oklahoma, John Waya 952. Right. Front bumper is black with gray side fenders, duct tape on the right back bumper. Authority George 335. It's 1654.
Adam 20, 10-8.
Adam 20, 10-4.
For our location, please.
Can you tell me how many occupants and their contact information?
Yes, ma'am. Stand by.
'65 vehicles. First one was taken today at 1400 hours from 3931 West 57th Street. It's a white 2009 Chevy Impala, Oklahoma tag, John William 952. The front bumper is black with gray side fender. There's duct tape on the back right bumper. Brake. The Samsung Galaxy S20 phone in the vehicle that belongs to the owner. It's possibly stolen by a white male. Keys are with the vehicle. Brake. Second vehicle was taken today at 14:45 hours from 2605 North MLK Jr. Boulevard. The gray 2016 Cadillac CTS, Oklahoma tag, Ida William Charlie 812, Authority Baker 323. It is 1655.
Charlie 204, can you show me 1060 ready for a minute?
Charlie 204, 10-4.
Up there, not sure what they're wanting, but seems like maybe a mild verbal domestic. 9970, 1656. You might need 1102.
We're on the list.
For 325.
Working on the house for the owner, and I'll be 10-8.
Here, 325, 10-4.
.7204 East Oklahoma Street, 7204 East Oklahoma Street. Break.
Baker 307.
Baker 307, you're going to see Stacy Jones. She advised her son, Spencer Hill, a white male, 25, wearing a blue hat, black slacks, is screaming at the caller and her parents. He drives a silver Dodge Ram that's pulling a trailer. Quarterback.
235 going tonight.
Charlie 335, 10-4, it is 1657.
David 303, your tag is going to be negative.
Excuse me, we have 3 children and 1 adult.
Okay, copy. We'll get Red Cross started.
Copy that, thank you.
Two 4 226 10-4.
David 212 10-8.
David 212 10-4.
Adam 314 10-8.
Adam 314, 10-4.
Myself and Adam 315 are heading to that alarm.
Adam 314, 315, 10-4. Intrusion alarm 2023 East Zeiler Street. It's the Jones residence. The trips for General Berg and entry exit front door at 1658.
It's going to be 036 115 036 115.
Thank you.
It's 11212 East Archer Place, break.
Andrew 325.
Tower 325, you're just seeing Erica Rice, advisor, ex-boyfriend Richard, black male, 30 years of age, wearing a black shirt and khaki pants. He's outside the caller's door, refusing to leave. Part of that.
Yeah, we're 226.
We're 226 10-4. It's 1659.
Edward 327. I'll go 10-8 and head to that.
Edward 327 4.
David 203, myself, David 212 will grab that alarm.
David 203, and what was the second unit?
David 212.
10-4. It's 1659. Frank 314, Frank 314. Start intrusion alarm at 10426 South 66th East Avenue, 10426 South 66th East Avenue, break.
Charlie 313.
Show me an route to Charlie 335, that Baker unit 1022.
Baker 307.
10-4.
My Patriot alarms, it's going to be a General Berg alarm, no one en route, 1700.
Ring 204, I can go on that alarm. You can leave Z in this area.
Edward 204, copy, thank you.
Frank 203, on 108, I'm with 304, I'll go in.
Frank 20374. Edward 204, I'll start over to the back right there at Wood Creek. 10-4.
Adam 205-10-8.
Adam 205-10-4.
Paul 1-144.
Edward 204, you're going to see a Candace J, advisor ex-boyfriend Jerry Neville's black male, 41 years of age, assaulted the caller and left. Could be driving a blue 2008 Dodge Avenger, 1702.
David 226, you show me headed to Edward 204's call.
David 226-10-4. David 203-212 additional.
David 203.
David 203, alarm company advised we can cancel.
10-4, both units tonight.
10-4.
Edward 325, I think I might see the subject walking south on Garnet by the quick shop.
And I'm baby.
We're at 36th Street North in Mohawk. There's been a non-injury accident. Is TPD responding to these right now?
Negative, they are not.
All right. Can you give us a run? We don't need any sort of TPD then.
I'm sorry, I could give you an incident number and I didn't hear that last part.
Yeah, it's non-injury, so we won't need any sort of TPD.
Okay, I copy. Copy of Supervisor 21.
Sure, 29.
It's going to be for an Alan Winford, 918-814-0532. He's upset with restricted response, wanting to speak to an officer about a burglary from a vehicle. I'll send it to your screen at 1704. For motor vehicle accident, 300 East 58th Street North. Adam 205 in the back room. Adam 205 in the quarterback. Injury accident 3017 East 58th Street North, 317 East 58th Street North.
Adam 205. This is your
Adam 205 and 202. We got a call from Shantae, a witness. Advisors in room 4 Taurus versus a black car with injuries. Fire and are both en route. 1705.
Adam 344, I'm going 10-8 Adam 225, I'm being around also.
Young 512, all of the motorcade has made it. We can open up the traffic right now. With us. Yeah, he'll seem to come as well. Henry 312, disturbance is left. You should both units tonight.
512, are we opening the Port Road and Sheridan as well, or are we going to leave that locked down?
Henry 312-10-4.
203 in the Carterback, Starship domestic in progress. Super 8 Motel, 6616 East Archer Street, 6616 East Archer. Great.
David 301.
No, thank you. Let's leave all of that locked down. We don't want any looky-loos, so to speak, to congregate.
David 203.
United 205 today.
United 205 to 4.
David 203, 301, you're going to see a Linda. Finds her brother, James Himes, a white male, 72 years of age, refusing to give caller her belongings back. 1706.
David 212, I'm with 203, I'll be around.
Henry 30, can you copy a supervisor 121?
David 212, 203, 10.
Could it please?
Sure, send it to me. David 301, we'll show you primary.
10-4.
0797.
Edward 204, did you have me 97 in the complex?
Edward 204. I did not show you 97.
Edward 211, 14, and 221, we're at 97.
10-4.
Hello, 11.
Edward 325, is the apartment number 127.
MR 11. 9 right.
10-4.
Henry 30, go ahead and assign it and show me tonight.
Henry 30, 10-4.
I was told 305 Cheyenne I don't have a description or a chief complaint.
Copy that.
300 South Cheyenne.
Yeah, we're 226, 97.
Oh, good. Just check the area. If no one flags you down, you can be available.
Young 560 pros.
Good.
We're sending a medical unit over to 300 South Cheyenne on the medical. Unknown nature, if you wouldn't mind putting eyes on it if you can.
The last unit going 97, send on your designator.
Post 24 to Lieutenant Thompson. Could you come back down here to where we were, just south of your location?
Over 226.
10-4.
Henry 321.
If Lawless and Roy can.
Henry 321, see Megan Patrick at 1708.
Appreciate it, no worries, thank you.
King 239 command. Just to confirm, everything is back open, correct?
Young 512, everything is opened up except for the area around CIA. That remains locked down.
I can see the, Pro 1, we can see the north and west side of 3rd Cheyenne. There doesn't appear to be any pedestrian traffic around there. 10-4, thank you.
Are we going to do like we did before and allow cars to conduct business or go home on Sheridan and Apache area?
How many units out in the area of 1000 West 51st Street near the Masonic Lodge?
Young 510, yes. If the motorcades aren't moving, then I still want Sheridan closed and Port Road closed to prevent a buildup, but be as accommodating as you can. People that live in there, let them through. People that work in there, people that have business there.
David 226, can you show me 97 on Edward 204's call?
George 345, 111. Callers a passerby at 1030 West 51st Street at the Masonic Lodge parking lot. Caller said there's an unoccupied TPD-4 patrol car sitting in the parking lot. He was concerned for the officer, but saw no other indication of trouble. 1709.
George 345, that is me sitting in my patrol vehicle.
226.
David 226, 10-4. You okay?
Very much so.
Matthew,
Dispatch copy.
What was that?
George 212, George 212 in a car back. Domestic in progress. 5656 South Peoria Avenue. 5656 South Peoria Avenue, Waterstone Apartments, rate.
George 212.
George 213.
MR10, MR10, can you start to the loading dock of the BOK?
George 212 and 213. See the caller Stephanie Moore. Said her daughter, Danny, a black female, 21 years of age, is tearing up the house. Caller says she isn't supposed to be there and has 2 other children at home. 1710.
You still on the site, 17?
Henry 204, 10-8, and show me out on report, please.
Henry 0410-4.
TIA command post. Can we get some people to check those onlookers at the Fine Airport parking again? Thank you.
Are we talking about people in the garage or around the garage on the ground level?
702 or 701, whichever is available for a call.
We've been advised they are in the garage.
So CPD will take care of it.
702 TIA command post to any Tulsa County units at Sheridan and Apache.
702, I'm going to have you stand by right there. MR10 is responding to the BOK to transport someone out.
Go ahead for post 14.
We are standing by.
Until we become sterile, please allow Omni Air employees to their respective offices. Be advised that was Omni Air. 10-4 Omni Air.
Man post to Young 512 or 510.
Add it to the 3, 10-8.
We'll be looking to go sterile in about 15 minutes or so.
And for be advised, IMS is also unloading a patient on the back side of the BOK, just FYI.
Property managers and builders. No need to cut corners with storage and organization options.
Wearing a white shirt and gray leggings, who's intoxicated right. She has the colors gray Dodge Charger, and it's 1718. Client test for 1065 vehicle taken from 2605 North MLK Jr. Boulevard. Today's date around 1445 hours break. COS for a gray 2016 Cadillac CTS 4-door, Oklahoma tag, Ida William Charlie, 812, authority Baker 323, 1718. All units COS for another 1065 vehicle taken from 3931 West 57th Street. Today's date around 1400 hours break.
From location to the Divis Center with one adult female. In my assigned unit, beginning miles is going to be 88, and David 226 will be following.
10-4. We're at 1718.
COS gray white 2009 Chevy Impala 4-door. Oklahoma tag John William 952. Has a front bumper that's...
Step it up, please. Canada 31, I'm going 10A. I'll be en route to your disturbance.
George 31, who asked for you to step it up?
So that was Ida 324 at 6120 East 41st Street, Academy Sports.
316, I'll head to 2.
344, just got 97.
You're up.
Dispatch copy.
Show cars.
Oh, 27697.
George 3. I'll be en route to the advice.
George 0174.
313. Can you put traces on this call, Greg?
Good.
The 2 South Zenith Avenue, Village Creek Apartments, permit 1507. See the color Brian Thompson brake.
And I will be 15 adult male to DOM, and 312 is following me.
Recur and stand by outside. Go outside.
So they can show officers which apartment they're in. Colors in apartment 1507, quarterback Henry 331.
Henry 345, one take.
Henry 345 to 4.
Charlie 145, I'll be around to Academy Sports.
Charlie 145 to 4.
George 39, hold traffic for them until they figure out what they got going on.
Step forward 1063 for Ida 324 at 6120 East 41st Street.
Ida 344 is here. State 64 4, please.
Step 4, 1064.
Henry 312 and Henry 303 times up in the area.
Henry 312 and 303 10-4.
Ida 203, I'm at the Quick Trip 51st and Lewis. Temps is here. I'm going to go look inside the store.
Yeah.
You're going to have a waiver at the road. It's an 18-year-old female. Apparently a horse ran into a trailer and knocked part of the trailer over onto her leg. They have a tourniquet applied. Baker 302 in a backer, Baker 302 in a car to back, shots fired, 3200 North Lewis Avenue, 3200 North Lewis Avenue. Baker 302 in a backer, Baker 302 in a car to back, shots fired, 3200 North Lewis Avenue, 3200 North Lewis Avenue. Baker 302 and Adam 315. You're going to see Carlos Salvador. He advised 2 minutes ago, 2 black males in their teens, one wearing an orange shirt and blue jeans, the other a red, white hoodie and blue jeans. They fired 1 shot at the caller's car brake. Baker 302 and Adam 315 was hit. They were see Carlos Salvador. He advised 2 minutes ago, 2 black males in their teens, colored Chevy truck. Will be 1064 on all sides at 1720.
Prepare to pray with me. Hear our prayers, O Lord. Hear our prayers, O Lord.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're going to step away from that for just a second. I think we're expecting the president to show up in Oklahoma momentarily. I think the plane sets down any moment now. And so while these people are doing their little prehistoric ritual to a prehistoric fake news entity, let's watch while they, most of them, are reverent to this nonsense. You know, they come out there and they start this prayer like everybody is interested in that, when in reality, not everybody's interested in it. And that's the one, I think, hypocritical drawback problem I see with the right. I mean, they both have their problems. They all assume on either side that we are some homogenous group, and they don't even think that somebody might think that this is totally spastic. They don't even think that people don't care about this. They don't even think that people are looking at them like they are fools. Look at this idiot with his hand in the air and shaking up and down with his head. And, oh, yeah, testify. I mean, this is foolish nonsense. And they think we are some homogenous group of people who all are interested in this gobbledygook. And really, we're not. I know a lot of Republican voters, I wouldn't call them Republicans, who don't give a crap about God. It's a made-up, prehistoric, false narrative, the original fake news, if you will, that persists to this day in the minds of these sheeple, like some nonsensical limerick that they just remember. And of course, they were brainwashed at birth or at some youthful time or at some later time. We know plenty of adults get brainwashed into the cult of prehistoric fake news fairy tales, but they get to you somehow when you're at your weakest. Whether they really prey on the children, that's where you're at your weakest, when you haven't even learned about this nonsense yet. Look at that guy right there. He's not buying it with the in the left side there with the glasses on his neck. Yeah, so they get you at your weakest. You know, children can't defend themselves. They can be easily proselytized, and once you get them at that age, you'll never. That's it. They're ruined for life. All these idiots are probably those same children who are proselytized and never grew up, never learned science, never learned reality. They just still operate in this fake fucking prehistoric world. So now that the idiot is done with her stupid fucking invocation of stupidity, we can probably go back to the feed now. So yeah, let's see if Trump has touched down yet. No, still waiting on him.
Yes, my fellow citizens, will you please join with me and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the most blessed country in human civilization?
Now that we can all get behind.
Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
under nothing,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless you.
You don't need fake news, fairy tale, prehistoric religion to love your country and your neighbor. It's just common sense and decency.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kathy Costello for our national anthem.
Let's see if this fool can sing a national anthem or not.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red cliffs on the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Ouch.
Does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of
Ouch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tulsa County Sheriff Vic Regalado.
Oklahoma! What an honor to be here standing before my fellow Oklahomans and the thousands of Americans who have traveled across this great nation to be here tonight. President Trump has long been a supporter, an ardent supporter, a vocal supporter of law enforcement and the rule of law. And the rule of law is the principle in which all persons, institutions, entities are accountable. Amen. Law enforcement as a whole will never blame all our citizens for crime. Never blame all our citizens for crime. Amen. We will hold those accountable who violate our laws. Likewise, for the few law enforcement officers who do not uphold that standard of professionalism, yes, they should and will be held accountable as well. But due process must be applied in accordance with the rule of law. That's right. And justice should always be the end result. As Americans, we must fight. We must fight for the application of justice without regard to power, wealth, or color of skin. Because it is this ideal that allows us to be a free nation. I know of two professions that take an oath to lay down their lives for the citizens that make up our counties, our cities, our states, and this nation. And that is our military and our law enforcement. All of you know, all of us know, that we have this name called the silent majority. Right? Well, I say right now, we change that name to the loud majority.
Hey, what happened to my feed here? What the hell? Losers.
No. Let's stand up. Join me in letting the world know that we support our law enforcement, our military, our first responders. Let the world know.
Huh. Alright, well, it's coming. It's coming. What do you know? What do you know? Step away for a second.
As we continue moving forward
Look
during
at
these
this guy.
turbulent times, I want to ask you to remain resilient. I want to ask you to remain steadfast and remember these words taken from our Pledge of Allegiance. During these turbulent times, we are one nation under God. We must remain indivisible so that we're free to pursue and achieve our God-given right to liberty and justice for all. It's been an honor. God bless America.
That's weird. We're getting like this weird double audio thing. I'll try refreshing the page again. Let's see what happens. Or maybe I'll just leave it. Looks like it's working itself out through network congestion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome former Speaker of the House T.W. Shannon, Black Voices for Trump Advisory Board. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome former Speaker of the House, T.W. Shannon, Black Voices for Trump Advisory Board.
Whoops, wrong mic. Fellow Patriots, welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma! Woo!
Hopefully we're caught up.
This is what we have been waiting for. This moment for our president to address us.
Oh no, now we got this echo thing. All right, I'm gonna bail out of this feed. You could go follow it live.
What we have been waiting for. This moment for our president to do it on Juneteenth weekend, a weekend of celebration of freedom and liberty, because that's what this party is all about and has been about from day one. And he chose to do it.
All right, thanks for joining me, folks. I'm gonna bail. Let's enjoy. I might be back on later on tonight once the fun starts. Take care. Thanks. Peace. Like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.